Why didn't Jordan and Egypt establish a Palestinian state when they occupied Gaza and the West Bank for 20 years? Egypt did. It was called the All-Palestine Protectorate, though it lasted only for 3 months. There are different reasons. For Egypt, the reason is simple. Egypt was interested in having a new Ottoman Empire, except they'd be the head. Their leader believed in a philosophy of pan-Arabism where all Arabs would be united under one banner, of course that banner being Egypt. To this, Egypt created the Arab League in hopes that someday it might become the federal government of all Arab states. For Egypt, swallowing up another country was just part of the plan. They didn't want to make war with Arab states, but I mean, if Egypt had performed better in their war with Libya, they would have gladly swallowed them up whole. For Jordan, they are a bit different. They had only become a country a couple of years before Israel did, and they were called Transjordan. When they swallowed up the West Bank, they renamed themselves Jordan. The country was named after the river Transjordan equals other side of river. So when they conquered territory on both sides of the Jordan, they just changed their name to Jordan. Since then, Jordan has been a multi-religious, multi-ethnic state, and so the inclusion of Palestinians in that state wouldn't change much of the power structure. Why would they? No Middle Eastern country likes the Palestinians. Because they are also very afraid of the threat posed by extremism within Palestine. Whether that fear is rational can be debated. It's the same answer to the question of why doesn't Egypt open the Rafah crossing and allow all the innocent civilians in harm's way to come in, even if they are only led a few miles in and are herded into refugee camps, at which point NGOs are free to deliver aid. It's too fucking risky because of the same pieces of shit who committed October 7, not because of the innocent civilians. And this is just one of several reasons why this conflict is way more complex than we're treating it. All we do is pick the opposite side of the people we hate. That's not helping. Has something to do with this https://n.wikipedia.org Wiki Black September Fedain. Jordan is a Palestinian state. It's a Muslim Arab state formed on the former Mandate of Palestine, made up of the former indigenous population of the Mandate of Palestine. Because the very notion of an Arab Palestinian nation was invented entirely as a political weapon against the Jews, commence your down voting. But first, let this Palestinian political thinker explain it in his own words. The Palestinian people does not exist. The creation of a Palestinian state is only a means for continuing our struggle against the state of Israel for our Arab unity. In reality today, there is no difference between Jordanians, Palestinians, Syrians, and Lebanese. Only for political and tactical reasons do we speak today about the existence of a Palestinian people, since Arab national interests demand that we posit the existence of a distinct Palestinian people to oppose Zionism. For tactical reasons, Jordan, which is a sovereign state with defined borders, cannot raise claims to Haifa and Jaffa, while as a Palestinian, I can undoubtedly demand Haifa, Jaffa, Beersheba, and Jerusalem. However, the moment we reclaim our right to all of Palestine, we will not wait even a minute to unite Palestine and Jordan. Zuer Mohsen Arabic. Top PLO member responsible for Damer massacre. Wijzayan Aline Palestine Om Politik Reden. Trau. 31 March 1977. Likely because both WB and Gaza were filled with refugees driven out from east of Palestine and they wanted to return home. UN rules require people to be allowed to return to their homes once a war is over. Egypt and Jordan have been US allies for decades. In the case of Egypt, at least since Mubarak seized power in 1981, and in the case of Jordan, since the 1950s. Because many of the Palestinians in Gaza and West Bank were refugees from other parts of Palestine, which becomes Israel, who were displaced due to wars, who wanted to return home. The Arabs has hoped that they can destroy Israel and made one state called Palestine, but they failed it in doing so. Israel's intention was also not so pure. They also wanted all of that land. That's why they attacked Egypt, and that is the reason why there are illegal settlements in West Bank.